Greetings, pleasure seekers. I'm Tammy Gifford, and I am a Law of Attraction life coach, and I am dedicated to guiding you to having a pleasurable life filled with ease and grace. This week on Zest for Joy, we will begin to prepare your mind for accepting pleasure into your life. It's all about preparing yourself, preparing your mind to be able to see the pleasure that surrounds you in every single moment. You might be thinking, well, I have pleasurable moments each day or occasionally, but it's certainly not all day, every day. And you know what? If you think that there's no possibility that you could have pleasure in your life, you're probably right. Then you should just shut the video off now. But if you are open to inviting more pleasure into your life and really experiencing it on a daily basis, well, I've got the baby steps for you. In this video, we're going to take 4 simple steps that'll begin to prepare your mind and get you kind of thinking and flowing toward being able to see and experience pleasure. Because what you see and experience from time to time, it will expand, and so you just need to start somewhere. So these are the 4 steps that'll get you started. Ready? The first step is to simply be open to it. It's to simply acknowledge that I'm ready for some pleasure. I'm ready for some joy. If you believe that you're ready, that you're willing to accept this into your life, just to be more joyful, like why wouldn't you want that, right? If you believe it can happen, if you believe there's that possibility, then there's the first step. See how simple we're moving right along already. See how simple that was? So the idea is just simply to be open to the possibility that it can happen. Just simply be open. But your mind might start going and you go, well, Tam, I don't know how I could possibly make my life better or happier. And what I'd like you to think about is not the how. Just give up the how. Just don't even think about how the pleasure will arrive. That's not your job. All you need to do in step 1 is to be open to the possibility that you could have more pleasure in your life. So let's just start there. Now keep in mind that pleasure may present itself to you in very subtle ways. It might be that a stranger holds the door open for you. It might be flowers that you see at the supermarket when you run in to pick up something. It might present itself as all green lights as you're driving somewhere. These are things that could easily be dismissed as ordinary or even mundane. But in reality, these are really pleasure-filled gifts. So now that you're open to the possibility, step number 2 is to expect to receive joyful, pleasurable things to suddenly appear in your life. So here in step 2, all we're doing is expecting that pleasure will indeed show up. And again, we're not concerning ourselves with the how. We're just saying, I know pleasure's going to show up. And won't it be exciting to see how pleasure's going to show up for you when you try this out this week? Like, I'm excited for you. The next step is to trust that the pleasure you are about to receive is of value to you. And again, you don't need to know how it's of value. You don't need to know what the value is. Just know that it is. Just rest easy in the knowing that when you stop and look and smell the beautiful flowers in the floral department at the supermarket, when you're there not to buy flowers, that's of value to you. It's enhancing your experience and who you are. And in the final step for preparing your mind for pleasure is to simply act on, and be thankful for the pleasure that has entered your life. So what does this mean? It means to actively engage with pleasure and then say thank you afterwards. Okay, so here's a little game you can try this week. Have an orange with your lunch. When you have that orange, I want you to look at it. Just look at the glorious color that it is to start with. And as you peel the skin off, I want you to take notice of the oil burst. Do it in the sunshine so you can really see it. So there's an oil burst. And really smell it. Let that oil burst fill your nostrils so that, you really take in that orange. And then pull a wedge off and feed it to yourself as though you were feeding it to your lover. Just be really kind and gentle and loving. And then as you have that piece of orange in your mouth, I want you to really taste that orange. All of this takes just a few seconds. And then follow it up with thankfulness. I am thankful for this luscious orange in my lunch today. It's that easy. So be thankful for that orange, and maybe when you peel it open, you can take a little of that oil and dab it behind each ear. So there you have it. 4 easy steps to preparing your mind to be open for pleasure. In a nutshell, here is your mission for this week. I am open to receiving pleasure and joy this week. And in fact, I expect it. And then I also know that when it arrives, it's going to have value. It's going to make my life better for having it. And when it comes, I'm going to say thank you. I'm just going to be so happy that it showed up. I'm going to play with it, and I'm going to say thank you for it. Give it a try. Try it at least once every single day. You might be surprised what happens. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and I will magically appear in your inbox when the moon is full. So watch for me then, and in the meantime, drop me an email, find me on Facebook. I'd love to engage. Thank you so much, and until next time, all my love to you. Mwah! Does this hair make my head look big? Greetings, pleasure seeker. I'm Tammy Gifford, and I'm a law. What am I? I don't know. Babbling. Welcome to Do you see my cats? Do you see them? They're helping. They're helping. Awesome. Awesome.